Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions and kind of a price breakdown on the two new products that Hourglass just launched on their website. Like I said, they just launched on the Hourglass website on the 17th of April. I'm not exactly sure when they're going to be launched on the Sephora website. I know that many of you guys are waiting for me to upload my review of the Fenty cream bronzers and cream blushes. They were supposed to be delivered yesterday, and I've kind of had all this craziness. I don't know what's going on, but there's been a lot of mix-ups, and it looks like it'll be here tomorrow. So looks like that review will be up on Friday. I will do it as soon as I get them, and I've not watched any other reviews because I'm trying to keep my opinion my own. I have seen some things about the sizes, which I kind of knew that was going to be an issue because when I was purchasing the blushes, I looked at how much product you get, and it's not a lot. So of course, once I get them, I will do a lot of breakdowns and just see if the formula is worth it, because it does look like they're a little pricey. Be on the look for that video, but today we're going to be talking about this new setting spray and this new eyelid primer from Hourglass. So let's start with the setting spray. So this is called the Vel Soft Focus Setting Spray. Now, here's the thing. When I saw the price, I was like, holy crap. This is $48. And I was a little bit like, what? But again, I wanted to get it. It was within my budget. I have been budgeting recently, trying to calm down some of the, buying and doing a bunch of new reviews and all of that. Just a lot of economical things going on right now, and so I'm trying to be sensitive towards that. But this was on my list for many reasons. I have several setting sprays in my collection that I do really love. Because this is a first impressions on both of these products, I am going to give you the price breakdown compared to some of the other brands that you can buy at Sephora. I will definitely give you guys some of my first impression thoughts later on in the final thoughts. I will give you guys my full thoughts on these in my April favorites video, which will be next week. So that will give me time. This is just kind of a first impressions, kind of a cost breakdown, what it is, how it works, and all of that. And then I will definitely give you guys my full opinion on both of them in my April favorites. So let's start with the Soft Focus Setting Spray. So let's go ahead and jump into the price breakdown. So the setting spray retails for $48. You get 4 ounces, which is 120 milliliters, which that was a lot. Compared to some of my other setting sprays, 4 ounces was quite a lot. And that makes it $12 per ounce. It's a more expensive product, but it's also a more expensive brand. So we have to keep that in mind. Now, as you guys know, I love my Morphe Continuing Setting Spray. This is one of my favorite setting sprays. Not because it makes my makeup last any longer. This is the setting spray that I love because I love the aerosol. I think the aerosol is fabulous. And it just kind of melts everything together. But I don't necessarily think that this makes my makeup last any longer than when I don't use it. Only a setting spray on the market for me personally that makes my foundation last longer is the Urban Decay All Nighter. The Urban Decay All Nighter really makes my makeup last a really long time. The problem is I can't use that on a daily basis. It's just way too much. It's just way too drying. I think it's got a high alcohol content or something in it, but it dries my skin out. It feels like I'm putting hairspray on my face. So I keep it around for those special occasions when I really need my makeup to last a long time, but it's not something I can use on a daily basis. But that's about the only setting spray for me personally that I feel like will make my makeup last longer. Now, the Hourglass is claiming to make your makeup last up to 24 hours. It's supposed to be sweat resistant and all of that. So I'm thinking if it is able to do that, then the $48 price tag might be worth it. The Morphe setting spray, this is $16 for 2.8 ounces, which is 79.4 grams. And that comes to $5.71 per ounce. But we're talking about kind of a different price point anyway. Then this new one from Tarte, this is the Maracuja Miracle Mist. This one retails for $23. It has 2.87 fluid ounces, so just under 3 ounces. It's $8.01 per ounce. So this is about $8 an ounce. Remember, this one is 12. This one I like, but it makes me a little too dewy. This is definitely for those of you that have pretty dry skin. This one kind of makes me feel a little dewy. It's not as dewy as like the Tatcha dewy skin mist or whatever. That one's really dewy. This one is kind of, it's dewy, but it's not as dewy as the one from Tatcha. I also have the Glow Recipe. You guys know I really, really love this one. This one is the Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist. This retails for $28, and you get 2.53 ounces, which is 75 milliliters. That makes it $11.07 per ounce. So this one is actually only $1 more per ounce than the Glow Recipe, which is interesting, right? I know when you price break down, that's when you really get the full picture of how much things cost. The next one is the Urban Decay All Nighter. That retails for $33. You get 4 ounces, which is and they have it as 118 milliliters. That makes it $8.25 per ounce. But like I said, that one I just cannot use on a daily basis. It's just way too drying for me. Fenty just released a new hydrating primer. They retail for $30, and you get 3.4 ounces worth of product, which is 100 milliliters, and that makes it $8.82 per ounce. So again, this one is 12. The one from Fenty is almost 9. And then we have this one from Dior. This is one that I've actually wanted to pick up, but never did because of this. This one is very ridiculously priced in my personal humble opinion, and you'll see why. Like, this price point that I'm getting ready to tell you is like Tom Ford price point. It's ridiculous. I was shocked by this. So the Dior Aerosol Setting Mist, it is $50. It is 2.3 ounces, which is 70 milliliters. That makes it $21.74 per ounce. That is ridiculous. So it's double the price of this, almost double the price of this one from Hourglass, just about double the price. That was wrong. So here's my thing. Yes, this is more expensive than all the ones I just mentioned besides the Dior one. So it is, but it is Hourglass. So the thing that I was looking for is, you know, the brands that I compared it to, they're on like the medium spectrum when it comes to affordability on Sephora. You know, we know that Hourglass is a higher end brand. It just kind of is what it is. But I wanted to see the price breakdown compared to several different ones. And let me just tell you, the one from Dior is absolutely ridiculous. And that's what stopped me from buying it. There's no way I'm paying $50 for just a little over 2 ounces worth of product. Next, I was kind of in that mode. I never bought it. So let's move on to the eyelid primer from Hourglass. So this is their new Vel Eye Primer. Retails for $28, and you get 0.32 ounces, which is 9.6 milliliters. And that makes it $2.92 per milliliter. Okay, so keep that in your mind. You do get quite a bit. Compared to some of the others that I looked at, you get quite a bit in this, which is really good. So the next one I compared it to is the Laura Mercier, and this one retails for $28. You get 0.18 ounces, which is 5 grams, and that makes it $5.60 per gram. So the Hourglass was cheaper than the Laura Mercier. The Hourglass is $2.92 and the Laura Mercier is $5.60. So it's almost $3, almost. So the Laura Mercier one was way more expensive, which kind of surprised me. So then we have the Fenty Eyelid Primer. That retails for $22, and you get 0.27 ounces, which is 8 milliliters. That makes it $2.75 per milliliter. So actually the one from Fenty is just a little bit cheaper than the one from Hourglass, which was kind of surprising to me. So then we have the Urban Decay Potion. That one retails for $24. You get 0.33 ounces, which is 10 milliliters. That makes it $2.40 per milliliter. So again, the one from Hourglass is $2.92. So the Urban Decay is just a little bit less than the Hourglass. Next up, we have the NARS Eyelid Primer, which seems to be a very popular. When I was looking it up, the reviews were off the charts. Like, people seem to really, really love that eyelid primer. That one retails for $26. You get 0.26 ounces, which is 7 milliliters. That makes it $3.71 per milliliter. So it's almost $1 more than the one from Hourglass. So that was interesting. So then we have the ABH eye primer. Now, I can't personally use the ABH eye primer because it's way too white for me. Like, I really like it. I think it's a bomb product. Really, really good eyelid primer. And I do think that it does make your eyeshadows pop, but I can only use it on my eyelid. If I bring it up into here, I look ridiculous because it's just too white. So it stops me from using it because it's just such a white shade. It retails for $13 for the mini size. I'm basing it on the mini size. You get 0.24 ounces worth of product, which is 7 milliliters, and that makes it $1.86 per milliliter. So it's actually almost $1 per milliliter less than the one from Hourglass. Next up, we have the Natasha Denona one. And this one, I shouldn't say I'm surprised, but I am. Wouldn't you say that Hourglass and Natasha Denona are very similar in price point? Wait till you get this. So Natasha Denona, her eyelid primer retails for $26. You get 0.13 ounces worth of product, which is 4 milliliters. That makes it a whopping $6.50 per milliliter. You guys, way overpriced. Way, 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 way overpriced. It didn't have the best reviews, so there's that. My goal in going into this video was, is this eyelid primer a decent primer? And when you break it down the price, it's kind of in line. Maybe it's a little bit higher than some of the others. It's got a decent price point if you're comparing it to some of the others that are already out there on the market, because you do get so much product. That's what I've noticed with both of these products. You do get more product in these than you do in some of the others. And so it's kind of making the price, you know, even though it's really expensive, you're getting more for your money in a sense, but it is still Hourglass. So it's always going to be overpriced. It just kind of is what it is. Let's go ahead and show the demo of me kind of applying the eyelid primer. On one eye, I put the eyelid primer on, and on the other, I didn't. And then on the setting spray, I used it like I normally would. But like I said, with these type of products, you need to wear them for several days. I think, personally, this is the first impressions. I'm not going to come on here after using both of these products one time and tell you I like them or I don't. I feel like products like these, you really need to use them for a while. I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts based on my first impressions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the demo, and then I will see you guys in my final thoughts. Let's first put on this primer. This is the eye primer. So this is what it looks like here on the back of my hand. So you can kind of see the texture of it. And as I go to blend it out, it looks pretty translucent. Doesn't seem to have a lot of color in it. So that's kind of what it looks like as I blended it out. And don't get me wrong, you're not going to use that much on your eye, but I just wanted to show you guys what it actually looks like on the hand. I took my brush when I applied my concealer and I went right up here against my brows like this, but I don't have anything on the base of my eyes. So I'm going to run whatever's left here on the brush. There's probably not a lot, but I always like to use my P. Louise base or a concealer or something. I need something to, you know, get rid of all of this discoloration on my eyelids. So I'm just going to run this along the base. Yeah, you really don't need very much of this. Like, that little teeny bit is going to do both eyes. Okay, so went over that pretty good. It feels a little tacky, but it's not like super duper tacky. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow as, you know, just to see how it works and how it performs. So it's a long-wearing, lightweight formula that creates an even canvas for eyeshadow and improves its performance, making its color more vibrant while reducing fading and creasing from morning to night. So it's supposed to nourish delicate skin with vitamin E and vitamin C. It keeps skin moisturized and reduces the look of age spots and sun damage. I'm wondering if I should take this off and put a regular concealer on. That's what I'm gonna do. And see if that primer, how it looks on this side versus this side. So let's go on this side and see if we get the same pigment. I would say they both eventually end up looking the same. I mean, let's be honest. But I do think there is something to be said about that tacky base, but I'm sure you could get that from any base that you use. I think I achieved the results quicker on this side, but is this something that you absolutely need to run out and grab? Probably not. I think you could achieve it by, you know, using just any eyelid primer, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and finish the rest of my makeup, and then we will get into using the setting spray. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have some of my face makeup on. Let's jump into this. And I've still got you guys zoomed in, so hopefully you guys can see kind of what's going on. The details on this is see your skin through a soft focus lens that lasts all day. This lightweight spray sets makeup while blurring imperfections. Undetectable on the skin, the ultra fine and hydrating mist creates a smooth, even, and naturally radiant appearance. Its water resistant properties enhance foundation for maximum staying powder, setting into place for up to 24 hours. For some reason I was thinking it was a like an aerosol spray, but it's not. So it's very lightweight though. I mean, it's kind of like a very soft mister. Give it a good shake first. You just never know about products like this. It's a can, but not an aerosol spray. Can you guys see the squirter? There we go. Based on that, I think it's a nice spritz. I used my Pat McGrath foundation, which is a foundation that I struggle to keep on. You guys have heard me talk about this 100 times. I love this foundation, but I can't keep it on for very long. So it normally lasts about 6 to 8 hours on me, and that's about it. So I am curious if this will allow my foundation to last a little bit longer. It says up to 24 hours. And with the summer coming and all the summer heat, you know, I'm definitely curious about this. So okay, so let's get into my final thoughts. Let me say this, the eyelid primer, I could probably see myself using this more. I will probably still use the P. Louise base to kind of cut my brows out. I didn't today, but I normally like that look. So I will continue to use this and maybe just use the P. Louise base to kind of, you know, cut out my eyebrows, and then maybe use the base on the actual lid. After doing the price breakdown and stuff, I kind of understand why it's priced the way it is. And I think for being Hourglass, it's probably priced at a decent price tag. You saw in the demo, I felt like this side went on a little bit more vibrant than this side, but you're always going to get that with a tacky base. So it's hard to say, you know, but I will continue to use it. Based on first impressions, I like it. I think it's a decent eyelid primer. If you're in the market for a new one, it might be something to put on the list. Maybe hopefully buy when it comes online at Sephora. Maybe you can get it for your, you know, if you're a Rouge member, you can get it for 20% off, or VIB, you can get it for 15 or whatever. It might be something to see if they launch these, you know, before the sale ends. But if you already have an eyelid primer that you love, I don't know that this is necessarily something that you need to run out and grab. But so far, I do think it's doing a pretty decent job. So there's that. So the Soft Focus Setting Spray, the thing that I will say is that I did kind of feel like it gave me a little bit of a blurring effect. In the description box down below, I will let you guys know how this made my foundation last. Did it make it last longer than 6 to 8 hours? We'll see. You know, it's only about 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so I have several hours to wear this. Here's the thing. If this does make my foundation last longer, then I'm going to say that this is probably going to be worth the buy for me. Only because it's not as overpriced as I first thought, but $48 for a setting spray is really, really pricey. But you are getting 4 ounces and it's Hourglass, so you kind of have to put those together. But the only way that this is going to be worth it for me personally and what I'm looking for in a setting spray is to make my foundation last longer. That's it. But it does kind of give me a little bit of a blurring effect. I was kind of surprised by that. Not a lot though. Don't run with that. I would not say that it's noticeable, but it's a little bit, but not a lot. I wouldn't say it's a lot. So I'm just curious about this one. I am very curious, and we'll see how it goes. So those are my final thoughts on the first impressions of these 2 products. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy. I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you. Bye.